What is going on, you guys? Ghost here, just, man, it's hard to have this sink in. The Sharks are actually going to the Stanley Cup Finals and playing for the Cup. 4 wins away from Lord Stanley. This is unreal. It, it feels strange to say that. After all these years of disappointment, second round exits, usually second round exits, or even first round exits, the Sharks are doing it, going there this year. It was remarkable to be at the game 5, as you saw. I mean, most of you already know this anyway. I mean, my name is pretty public on Twitter, my actual name. It's not a secret where I am. I'm not going to say here on camera, but those of you who know me know. Yeah, I've relocated. I've relocated since the fall. You've seen the way my videos in the background have looked, and I've been pretty careful about it. But yeah, it was a doable distance that I was able to go out to St. Louis, take a little drive and a little excursion, and I figured, oh, why not? They were within an okay distance to get out and go see them. So I did, and it was worth the trip. It was worth every penny. I didn't film any of the live stuff because usually I lose my composure and I'm watching. And I mean, my cheers. Some of you have seen some of my past videos, anyways, where I've recorded a live game. So if you could kind of imagine I was the loudest guy in the building by the time that one was over. But yeah, this game. Onto this game, the Sharks dominated the first period. First goal happened real quick on the board. Joe Pavelski, nice good rebound after Joe Thornton missed it. I think he missed the play, so the rebound, Pavelski was able to kind of do the dirty work, and then he gets a pass and a little shove it. Really nice rep, shove it goal. And sometimes first goal scoring doesn't mean everything in hockey games, but for the Sharks, it's definitely meant a lot. When there's first blood, there's life. And in this case, the life was already there for the crowd. It got everyone going nuts, and they dominated the first. They just didn't score much, except the first time. So it kind of worried me. It worries when you play so well and you only get one goal out of it, but that's what happened. And then in the second goal, Joel Ward, second period, really smooth. That was a nice little play there. No question about it. I don't think Brian Elliott was the issue. It was just one of those no chance goals, obviously, on that one. But yeah, the second period, they got outplayed. There was that penalty kill, or that 4-minute double minor where the Blues killed it off, and they were getting chances. But Martin Jones stood firm, and that's what they need a goalie to do, is to make some big saves and stop any type of momentum. They got owned. They got owned in the second period, even though they were up 2-0. It doesn't make sense, but that demoralizes a team like the Blues, so that works in our favor. Third period, simple. Score. There's some Joel Ward, Donskoy. Really nice passing on that fourth goal for Donskoy. I was enjoying that 1 minute. We've seen over the years how they pass too much. Maybe they don't know when to shoot. Well, finally they know how to shoot. We've been waiting for this. We really have. Yeah, and even though the Blues scored a couple goals, I wasn't even scared at that point. They knew what they were doing, and they got the empty netter from Logan Couture. Really, the one player that played well this game that gets unnoticed is Patrick Marleau. All these years we hear about him being gutless, thanks to Bronick. We've had all these terms about them and him and Thornton not doing anything in the playoffs. Well, they're doing quite a bit. Even though this is not Patrick Marleau and Joe Thornton's team anymore, they passed the torch. And it's really amazing to look back and say how they got here. Is through one big trade, one big free agency signing, and one little coaching change. I mean, I didn't have high expectations for this season. Everyone knew that. It's not that I was a negative Nelly. I just thought, okay, they can get in the playoffs. They have what it takes. Maybe just win a round or two and build off of that for the long run. But to know where they are right now, it's pretty remarkable. They didn't look so good against the Predators, but against the Blues, they looked amazing. The Kings, they held their grit. Some 1-goal wins against the Kings, but they were able to get the job done there. Until, of course, that last game where they blew them out of the park in the last period. That was sweet. The monkey just had to come off their back. These players are tired of all the bullshit that's been going on over the years. And it's nice to know that they've been able to clamp down and just play. Shut up and play. Let it be for that. And I haven't had a lot to cheer about. I mean, in the Bay Area, the Warriors have won a championship. I don't care. The Giants have won championships. I don't care about that. My teams haven't really done a whole lot locally, and I haven't been this happy since probably 2010, where I won a couple championships and celebrated them both here on YouTube. Uh, and all the hate the Sharks have gotten and laughs that they've gotten over the years, to make it to the finals after watching the horror left and right, and to be at that game 5, that was my only Sharks game attended for the whole season since I've relocated. That was so amazing. That really was, to be the only fan in the my section at that Blues game and be cheering and shutting up the crowd. Silence can be golden, and no silence the Blues was the hashtag. Joel Ward, amazing pickup. I was happy when they signed him in the first place. Maybe, some players get on my radar when you do well in the playoffs, and when Ward tore it up with the Predators, that was on my radar. And and then he had that big goal, I think, for the Capitals, that one series in a Game 7. So he can show that he's clutch, and he's a playoff performer. If they finally picked up someone like that who can get them over the hump. There's a lot of flaws I can point out and all this and that, but I won't do it tonight. Enjoy it, guys. I'm going to enjoy it until Game 1. I hope the Game 7 for the Eastern side goes to 7 games. Really, I prefer seeing Tampa. I mean, there's a trade-off on both sides. By the time you see this, the Eastern Conference game might be over. But, yeah, Tampa's a little bit younger. I know that they've been to the Stanley Cup last year, but their goalie's also hurt. Ben Bishop, we know, is injured. We don't know when he returns. If Tampa pulls it off, I know they're younger and they got firepower, but I'd rather see them. Pittsburgh still has the front-end talent. We all know who they have. And though, if Pittsburgh is in, everyone's going to be rooting for the Sharks, except the handful of fans who like the Kings, the Ducks, and so on. It'll be nice to see a lot of people want the Sharks to win. The only team left who hasn't won a Stanley Cup among the 3 remaining. So now we go. Who's next? I hope that the Game 7 goes to like 20 overtimes. All right. Who's next?